The U.S. Navy isn't the largest fleet in the world. It's not the newest, and it's not the fastest. But it is, without a doubt, the most powerful force ever put on the ocean. Why? Because the real strength of the Navy isn't the ships you see. It's the technology hidden inside them, systems so advanced they can fight and win a war long before the enemy even knows what hit them. Today, we're revealing the secret technology that makes the U.S. Navy truly unstoppable. Every modern war begins the same way. Not with missiles, not with tanks. It begins with data. For decades, the Navy built ships with one job: to fight. But now, every ship has two jobs: fight the enemy and fight for information. Because on the open ocean, whoever sees first wins first. And the U.S. Navy sees everything. That advantage starts with a network so massive it covers the entire surface of the Earth. It's a network made of satellites, drones, submarines, aircraft, and radar systems, all connected in real time. This invisible nervous system is called NIFC-A, or Naval Integrated Fire Control Counter-Air. It allows a ship 400 miles away to see what a fighter jet sees. A jet can see what a satellite sees. A submarine can see what a destroyer sees. And all of them can attack the same target at the same time. This is the Navy's first unstoppable advantage: shared vision. One brain, with hundreds of weapons at its command. If one system defines American naval power, it's this: the AEGIS combat system. Almost every modern destroyer and cruiser in the U.S. Navy runs on AEGIS, and calling it advanced is a massive understatement. Aegis is the closest thing the Navy has to artificial intelligence in combat. It can track over 100 ships, over 200 aircraft, and hundreds of missiles, all at the same time, in every direction, with zero human delay. If a ballistic missile launches hundreds of miles away, AEGIS sees it instantly. If a fighter jet tries to hide behind terrain, AEGIS already knows exactly where it went. If a cruise missile flies just 15 feet above the ocean, AEGIS locks onto it before the enemy pilot even knows they're visible. But here's the truly terrifying part. AEGIS doesn't just track a threat, it decides how to kill it. It chooses the right weapon. It picks the exact moment to fire. And if one ship can't get a clear shot, Aegis automatically pulls in another ship from the network to finish the job. The enemy isn't just fighting a single destroyer. They're fighting a whole network of destroyers acting as one mind. That's why, in real combat simulations, no nation has ever beaten an AEGIS-equipped fleet. Not once. People think the Navy's biggest threat is a massive aircraft carrier. They're wrong. The deadliest weapon the Navy has is something you will never, ever see: a nuclear-powered attack submarine. The U.S. Navy's Virginia-class submarines are so quiet that if one were sitting just 20 meters away from you underwater, you would never know it's there. They are complete blind spots in the ocean, and to the Navy, they are assassins. A Virginia-class submarine can silently track enemy subs, hunt warships from below, cut undersea fiber-optic communication lines, launch cruise missiles at cities, deploy underwater drones, and even carry Navy SEAL teams to strike targets 1,000 miles inland. And because it's nuclear-powered, it can stay submerged for months at a time. It only needs to surface when the crew runs out of food. This is the Navy's second unstoppable advantage: invisible firepower. Russia and China have nothing that can truly compare to a U.S. Virginia-class submarine. Nothing. Everybody knows about aircraft carriers, but very few people understand what truly makes them so powerful. It's not their size, it's not the number of planes they carry, it's a specific technology that's almost impossible to jam: the E-2D Hawkeye. This strange-looking aircraft with a giant spinning radar dome on its back is the eyes and ears of the entire carrier strike group, and it changes everything. The E-2D can detect stealth aircraft, low-flying cruise missiles, hypersonic threats, submarine periscopes, enemy radar emissions, and even ground forces hidden behind hills. It sees 10 times farther than the radars on the ships themselves. It can stay in the air for hours and direct an entire air battle from 300 miles away. If a Chinese jet takes off, the E-2D sees it. If a Russian bomber changes direction, the E-2D knows why. If a missile launches anywhere within hundreds of miles, the E-2D spots it before it even clears the cloud layer. The carrier's planes don't fly blind. They fly with perfect real-time information. Most countries use what's called a kill chain. See the target, track it, decide what to do, and then fire. It's a linear process. But the US Navy uses something else entirely, the kill web. In the kill web, any platform can detect a target. Any platform can identify it. Any platform can attack it. And any platform can guide another platform's missile to the target. Imagine this scenario. A Navy drone spots a hostile ship. A satellite confirms its identity. A destroyer 400 miles away locks onto it. A submarine fires a missile from underwater. A fighter jet guides that missile in for the final approach. And an E-2D Hawkeye manages the entire engagement from above. That's one target being handled by 5 different platforms in one perfectly coordinated kill. This is the kind of warfare that is nearly impossible to defend against, because the Navy doesn't fight with individual ships. It fights with an entire interconnected ecosystem. A single aircraft carrier never ever fights alone. It travels with a full escort, 2 or 3 guided missile destroyers, a cruiser, 1 or 2 submarines, a fast combat support ship, an electronic warfare aircraft squadron, dozens of fighter jets, plus drones, helicopters, and logistics ships. Together, they form the most powerful military formation in human history, the Carrier Strike Group. Every ship in the group protects the carrier, and the carrier, in turn, protects every ship. This floating fortress can shut down enemy airspace, destroy entire fleets, launch long-range missile strikes, provide humanitarian aid, evacuate civilians, intercept ballistic missiles, and control hundreds of miles of ocean, all at the same time. No other country has anything like it. China has 2 operational carriers. Russia has 1 outdated carrier that often needs a tugboat escort. The United States has 11 nuclear-powered supercarriers. The gap isn't closing, it's widening. The rise of hypersonic missiles, which travel faster than Mach 5, has become a major fear for most nations. But the Navy is already testing something that will change warfare forever. Ghost fleets. These are completely unmanned ships. No crew, no living quarters, no food, no bathrooms. Just engines, sensors, and weapons. They can patrol the oceans for months on end, fight alongside carriers, launch missiles, track submarines, and even ram enemy ships if necessary. A modern destroyer costs $2 billion. A ghost ship could cost as little as $20 million. The Navy could build hundreds of them. This is the future. Robot ships commanded by artificial intelligence with human oversight. And no other country is even close to fielding this kind of technology. In the end, America's naval power comes down to one simple truth. It doesn't fight like other navies. Russia and China still rely on sheer numbers. The US relies on systems. Information systems, detection systems, coordination systems, decision systems, defense systems, and global systems. The United States doesn't win because it has the most ships. It wins because all of its ships, planes, drones, and submarines fight as one. One single network, one shared vision, one global force, all powered by one battlefield brain. This is what makes the US Navy truly unstoppable. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.